Okay, so boom. One thing I learned in the penitentiary is people pleasing can get you into a situation. And the reason that is because people who people please look for validation. They need people's approval. They will overextend themselves. People pleasers can be very desperate people and not realizing the choices that you are making based on trying to appease other people can put you into situations. And people who people please never see that it was an issue because they don't see that the people pleasing can get it, they get it misconstrued because how did that happen? I was trying to please you and you did something so desperate it ended up. So I'm gonna call this one crash out folk. So I'm sitting in the cell with 1030 one day. We cool and we chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to him, he talking back, we converse, we having a whole little conversation. And as we talking, you know what I'm saying, all of a sudden, hey, 1030, hey, you in there, folk? I hear the voice. I already know who this is. I don't even really deal with bro like that because I done been around bro what he'll hear something. And soon as he hear it, what's up, folk? You want me to? I don't like people in my circle that don't have the ability to realize that, hey, bro, I got you around because I'll fool with you. I don't have you around for muscle. I don't have you around to go fight my battles. I don't want it in your mind that the only reason why you feel we connected is I got to crash you out. You got to be on go mode for me. You got to do things that I guess if you don't see that I'll go and do myself. Or I don't want you to take it as I done said something indirectly to check and see where your loyalty is at with me just for you to go and do something you ain't even got to do, bro. I'm just having a conversation with you. Maybe give me some advice, but you ain't always got to say. And it was like that on the street sometimes. There's actually how I end up in a few situations because people just felt like, oh, I'm going to do that just to prove my whatever. Bro, I didn't tell you to do all that. What? I didn't tell you to do that. So when I hear the voice, you know what I'm saying, I already done made it up in my mind. When he come in, boom, I'm going to greet him. I'm going to sit around for a little minute because I don't want him to feel like, because he a people pleaser. One of the things about being a leader and also just being a man, sometimes you just got to know how to move without making people. So I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna chill. 1030, man, come on in, bro. Come on in, bro. When he say that, 1030's tone in his voice changed from we just cool and we chilling to hostile in a sense. It turned into irritation, like he annoyed, like something bothering him. Now, me being a very calculated person, excuse me, I already turned my attention to 1030. 1030 look at me, I look at him, we looking at each other, right? And I'm peeping, the atmosphere done changed, and it's based on whatever he getting ready to do with crash out folk. He step in and say, man, what's up, G, man? Bless you, see it. What you got going on, Joe T? I said, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm sitting here kicking it with, bro. I got the same demeanor. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't got nothing I'm finna say to make him want to do something he ain't got no business doing. 1030, man, what's up, folk? You straight, bro? What's up? 1030, face kind of crunch. Man, yeah, I'm good, bro. Man, what's up, though? He like, man, I ain't doing nothing, chilling, just making my rounds, you know what I'm saying? Figured I'd come through, holler at you real quick. He like, man, I'm straight, bro, I'm straight. He was like, dang, for real, what's up? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is up? Like, what's up? What's going on with you? I don't say nothing. 1030 say, man, he got a notepad in his hand. He throw the notepad. Man, nothing, man. I'm just trying to figure out, man, you gotta get this bread, man. You know, I already sent me. Dude, the cousin gave me half of that bread. He turned and looked at me. I'm thinking to myself, now, wait a minute, where did this come from? You ain't said nothing about no money, nobody on you, nothing. We was sitting there having a little decent conversation. That's done turned in, man, cuz gave me that other money the other day. Man, they think ain't nobody gonna double up around these other people that's affiliated in here because of the penitentiary. A lot of times you ain't finna double up on somebody that's affiliated. You could try it, and if you get away with it, probably because they was a little, but trying to double up on somebody that's affiliated, a lot of times just don't go the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because they taking that as disrespect. You know, hey, hey, cuz, look, cuz, you supposed to pay me yesterday, cuz, that 100, that 200. Cuz, who? Man, you ain't finna, cause they take it in, and now you treat me like I'm a peon or something, like I'm just some kind of buster or something around here. You just gonna double up on me. Now, and now and then, you know what I'm saying, if they got a couple of skeletons in the closet, or, you know what I'm saying, they really push you over, you know, they don't want everybody else in their bid, they might go for it. But doubling up on affiliations, a lot of times, that just wasn't the move. So he was like, oh, man, the folk crash out. Man, what's up? What, you need me to go holler at somebody? Nah, I don't even need you to go holler at Cuz. He throw Cuz name out there. Man, I'm going to go down there and holler at him in a minute. I was waiting on this celly to leave, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. I'm sitting here like, he said nothing about none of this. He already knowing what bruh finna do. Bruh, how? Man, how much he owe you, folks? He tell him how much you owe. Man, don't even worry about it, bro. I got it, bro. Bro, you ain't even got to, I don't even know why folks be playing with G's like that. I don't even know why they be playing with the folks. I promise. On the hammer, I said, oh, my Lord. I should have went on and got up out of here as soon as I got the chance. Now I done witnessed you put this on the boss. You finna go down here and do whatever and get with 10:30 holler. Nah, folk, you know, folk, I'm straight, bro. I ain't even worried about it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Folk, cause I already know you got other stuff going on, bro. You got other stuff going on. You were just telling me the other day, you know what I'm saying? You finna get ready to go to visit. You done met the little general POL. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, you hold down this POA, bro. We don't need you in that kind of heat. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm just a standing member right now. But even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm just as important to the body as you. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got our functioning parts in the body, but sometimes, bro, we gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, our POA, like you and Joe T, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't end up in those situations like it is, you know what I'm saying? Bruh being in security, right? Well, bruh being in security, you already know, is saying, I'm gonna secure, bro. I'm gonna make sure bruh straight. So, to make sure our security stay here in the unit, if bruh need me to go handle something, you know what I'm saying, bro, I'm gonna do my part, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of AA. I'm looking like, bro, what's wrong with you? So, look, so when he get up, boom, he mob out of the cell, right? Well, he mob out of the cell till 10:30. I said, bro, what was that? Man, bro, you already know what's going on, bro. I already know. I'm going to let him have it, bro. I said, bro, no. I step outside the cell. When I step outside, I'm getting ready to say something to him, right? 10:30 say, man, bro, let him do what he do, bro. Let him do what he do. I said, when I step out, I see old head Nick. You know what I'm saying? He don't walk past the brother that's going down, to go holler at the 33. You don't know what the 33 is, and let me know you ain't never been to the penitentiary. You never been to the penitentiary. I've asked you never go to the penitentiary. Old head Nick. Man, what's going on with you, Joe T, man? You all right? I said, man, yeah, I'm straight. He said, man, what's going on with your folk, man? What's going on with your folk? Walk and talk with me real quick. I said, hey, what's up? He said, what's up? What's going on? What's on your mind? I said, man, I ain't doing nothing, man. I said, man, I'm just chilling. The brother, he tapping on the door. Dude, because I'm watching him. As we walking, dude Celly come out. When dude Celly come out, he peep his head out the door. I guess Cuz ain't in the cell. I don't know if he told him where he potentially at, but a lot of times in the penitentiary, you see but you don't see. So even if they ain't at their cell, you know who they, you know what I'm saying, really kick it with. So you know kind of the cells to go and hit if you really was to go, if you want to go and look for somebody. So he coming back up the steps, but he coming the steps like towards my cell. I'm coming out of 10:30 cell. So we walking now, he finna pass us again. So when bro coming up the steps, he walking all fast, he walking. And when he walking past us, the man say, hey, look here, old head Nick, man, you ain't gonna keep popping that little old school game trying to get a shot of coffee out of my brother, man, for real, bro. You want a shot of coffee, bro? Just going. I said, hold on, bro, T. I said, bro, what you got going on, bro? You straight? Man, I'm just saying, Joe T, man, everybody already know what old head Nick said. Man, I'm just talking to baby boy like I always talk to him. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with you. He was like, I'm just saying, man, you went around here bumming folks for a shot of coffee, man. He said, man, you got an able body, man. You got an able, man. And then when you get your coffee, man, you drinking your coffee all fast. And then by the time you order some more coffee, you owe out all this other coffee. That's why you can't keep no coffee. I said, bro, what I got going on? I said, bro, that's my guy. If he want a shot of coffee, he can get a shot of coffee. I said, let me explain something to you though, bro. I said, bro, don't come over here and just interject yourself in a friendship, a bar, whatever this is I got, bro. Thinking now, folks, I'm just trying to look out for you. I said, bro, I don't need you to speak for me. And that's what a lot of people pleasers do. They don't even realize sometimes you done stepped outside your body and feel like you got to do something with me because maybe you feel like I won't do it or I ain't man enough to say it or whatever the case may be. But you doing it like you protecting me. Also, you can get closer to me like you doing me a favor. Like, I don't know how to say no. And then later on, you going to look at it like you done me a favor. Now you hollering, yeah, man, remember Joe T, I checked him for you, Joe T. Man, I'm talking about, bro, yeah, bro, you didn't. No, you ain't got to do none of that for me. And I said, let me explain something to you, bro. I said, this is one thing I come to understand and learn here in the penitentiary. Just from talking to old head Nick. I said, experience is priceless, bro. He said, what you mean, Vo? Why you sitting here taking dudes? I said, this ain't about taking sides. You sitting up here talking about a shot. If he asked me for a shot of coffee and he gave me life, I said, who gained the most out of it? Well, I'm just saying, bro, every time I see, bro, you know what I'm saying, everybody be saying, you know what I'm saying, he just be wanting a shot of coffee. I said, and if he giving me game and if he giving me life, why you looking at it as if a shot of coffee doesn't cost me so much? Experience is the best teacher. I said, and I said, matter of fact, hold on, old head. I said, walk with me real quick, bro. Hey, what's up, folks, man? I'm finna go holler at Cub real quick. I said, I want to holler at you about that. Nah, don't you ain't got to holler at me about nothing, bro. Bro, he know he old, bro, and this and that. I said, listen to me, bro. I done seen you in several situations around here that ain't even got nothing to do with you. Bro, I'm just trying to make sure the folks straight. I said, is the folks making sure you straight? Hold on, G. Hold on. I said, man, step in and say it real quick. Hold on, old head, Nick. We step in and say, man, bless you, say, what you meant by that, bro? What you meant by that? I said, you ever heard of blind loyalty? Ain't no such thing as blind loyalty in the org, folks. I said, why come it ain't? Because, bro, this is what we signed up for, bro. We supposed to be there for one another. I said, how many brothers done pulled up on you and made sure you were straight without you having to insert yourself in the situation? Man, bro, it ain't even like that because I'm that type of brother. I said, now what you do is you run around here thinking you gaining brownie points by being stupid. Hold on, folks, don't be disrespecting me and this and that. I said, bro, we was just sitting in the cell talking, bro. We come in there, bro, say this, all of a sudden, you going to look for somebody that ain't got nothing to do with you. Because, bro, ain't nobody finna play with the folks, bro. I said, you know what, folks, you got that. I said, but let me tell you something. Don't ever bump down on me and old head Nick, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm straight. If I got something I want to say to somebody, bro, I'm going to say it. Bro, he just trying to bum a shot of coffee off of you, folks. How many times you done came and bummed something off of me, folks? Bro, I ain't bumming nothing out for you, bro. Bro, we brothers. And even if I don't return it in the way you gave it to me, bro, I'm going to return it in some kind of way. You need me to go take something across the hall, down there, do this or whatever. I said, but bro, that ain't, no. No, because the minute I tell you no, then you going to feel like you entitled to it. You going to feel like, dang, I ain't do me like that. Bro, that ain't how this work all the time. Yeah, we brothers, but guess what? I ain't finna do nothing foolish for you. Man, bro, it's whatever with me, bro. I said, what you mean, bro? It's whatever. I'm saying when it comes to the oil, bro, I know what I said. I said I did too. And if you think I'm going to crash out for you, then you wrong. Man, bro, you got that, bro. G on that, folks. Watch out, folks. Let me go take care of the business real quick. I said, and if the business and if whatever you finna go take care of, come back around and we got to get in that business, you going to become the business. Is that a threat, folks? I said, no, I'm the security. And if you cause an issue around here that's a security issue, bro, you going to become the business. Point blank, period. Man, watch out, folks. Watch out, folks. I'm out, folks. He stepped out of the cell, old head Nick posted up, right? I come out the cell, I'm mad at this point. He was like, that's what I was finna come and holler at you about, Joe T, you know what I'm saying? That little brother right there, you know what I'm saying? Seems like he always stay into it, you know what I'm saying? I noticed you be avoiding him and stuff, but man, he one of these dudes in the penitentiary. They want to be friends with everybody, you know what I'm saying, Joe T? It's been several times I done been down at the domino table, you know what I'm saying, where he done pulled up and then the folks say something and then all of a sudden I said, exactly. I said, that's what's going on. He said, you ain't even got to tell me, Joe T. I already know, just like he just inserted himself. Hey, man, come on, walk with me real quick, Joe T. Walk with me. So I'm walking, talking to him, he talking back, we converse, we having a whole little conversation. And I'm watching folk. as he going cell to cell looking for folks. 10:30 done came out of the cell. Old head nigga telling me, man, look, a lot of these people don't know who they are in the penitentiary, Joe T. I said, what you mean? I'm mad, I'm looking. Man, Joe T, the only way is for some people to find themselves in that feeling like they any piece of a person, man, is to always do something for the other people. Then that's where they find their significance. But in here, it's the wrong place to be doing stuff like that. Out there too. But in here, man, people do it because they want everybody to like them. They want everybody to be their friend, you know what I'm saying? And they validate themselves based on this person like me because I did this for them, and this person like me because I did that for them, and then if anything go, they gonna come and holler at me because they know I'm gonna take care of the business the whole time. Joe T, they losing themselves even more. They already don't know who they are. Man, I learned early in here in the penitentiary. Run around here trying to make friends with everybody by being everybody dummy ain't gonna get you nowhere, Joe T. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, and you ain't never got to worry about that. You ain't never got to worry about that because you ain't running around here trying to please nobody. You know who you are, and you becoming more of who you are. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people like them brothers like that, man. Listen, man, it don't never end well. All of a sudden you hear, and I'm looking because I done lost sight of them. I'm looking, we kind of stopped. I said, man, let me get back with you. He was like, yeah, when you come back, just holler at me. You already know what I'm trying to get. I said, as a matter of fact, if you see my celly, I said, just go on over to the cell, man. Just go in the bag and get it. My celly, and I just tell my celly, grab it for you real quick. I didn't appreciate that, Joe T. He mob on out. So I'm getting ready to come around and go down the step. When I'm getting ready to go down the step, bruh come out of the cell. When bruh come out of the cell, of course, everybody, they in a white boy cell, but Cuz was in the cell. The white boy come out of the cell behind him, but he post up. Cuz, what's up, Cuz? What going on? Bruh going back up the steps to 10:30 cell. I see 10:30 before I make it to go down the step. Bruh coming up the other set of the steps. So I'm coming around. I see 10:30 pop it, go in the cell. Me and bruh going boom, 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 boom. I slow down a little bit, let him get in the cell first, right? So by the time bruh get in the cell, I come in, boom, 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 tap it, bless his cell, boom, closed up, boom. Hey, bro, what you got going on? Man, folk, I went down there trying to holler at him. Folk talking about, man, he gonna get it whenever he get it or whatever. And I told him, man, quit playing with GD and this. I said, dude, what? By this time, boom, 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 boom. Hey, cuz, what's up, cuz? I look at the violator. Well, hold on real. No, cuz got the game messed up. I said, hold on real quick. Cause I ain't finna crash out holler. Man, what's up? What cuz? What he wanna do? I said, hey, bro, don't say nothing now, bro. TP folk. I step out to say, boom. Hey, what cuz got go? I said, man, walk with me real quick. It's 2-3 Crips coming from the other way. Man, what's up, cuz? Done went down there and got. I said, what? I said, man, I don't even know what's going on. I said, he said, no, cuz got the game messed up. At this point, the dude that he done got to fight with, he coming up the stairs. Man, come here, cuz, there ain't none of that, cuz, don't even worry about none of that, cuz, come here, cuz. At this point, that's a situation. Jigga Who come out of the cell. Black Jane come out the cell. Funny folk come out the cell. Youngster come out. Hey, folk, come on. Hey, come over here real quick, folk. I'm trying to see what's going on. They stop down there at Jigga Who. I see Jigga Who rap for a little minute. I see him, you know what I'm saying, boom, he fading on up the steps. While we down here having a conversation, they done had a conversation with the homeboy. The homeboy done gave them the full story. Now, one of the brothers that's involved in this situation ain't come out of his cell. He don't even know what's going on yet. Next, while we up here having a discussion, the Crips done went and jumped on one Crip done went and went in the cell. One of the brothers got a one-on-one and whooped the brother. We coming out of the cell, the Crips coming up, and so Jigga Who he was like, man, what's up, cuz? What y'all trying? Man, look, your brother done went down there and jumped on the homeboy, went down there and got to fight with the homeboy, cause whatever, 10:30 on, I don't know what 10:30 on, but look here, 10:30, whatever it is you got going on, bro, you can see me, cuz. I'm like, man, I'm like, what happened though? By this time, bruh coming out of the cell, trying to, hey, folk, boom, boom. So I'm like, whoa. We even do all this on the rock. Not with me. We're not going to do all this. Not with Joe D in the middle of this. We're on the verge of a war. The hostility is at a peak. It's at this point, You could tell everybody probably, hey, they such a boom. Hey, go put up if you got some boom, boom, boom. Everybody moving around silently. The police done came out the cage. Boom. Everybody kind of, whoa. Hey. Man, y'all need to take that in the cell somewhere. You know, penitentiary rules is in effect at this point right here. Man, we step in the cell, boom. We get like 2 or 3 of the Crips that they come in the cell, crash out, step out the cell, folks. Step out the cell, bro. Secure, bro. Make sure, bro, take bro in the cell, whatever. Let's see what's going on before it get out of control. Man, we sitting here. I'm talking to them. They talking about weaker version. We having a whole little conversation. Them folks, 10:30 in the cell. Them folks say, 10:30 in the cell. Them folks say, cuz didn't owe your folks. One of your brothers went half with cuz. Cuz done paid his half. 10:30 said the other half of the money. He was waiting on your brother to pay because your brother went through him when he was coming up here to get served from 10:30. That he knew he was going to be able to get the credit from 10:30. He felt like he wasn't going to be able to get it. Then they get into, and then man, the Crips say, yeah, he came down there, man. He was come out, man, the folks don't be boom. If you go up there, they gonna give it to you. And when I came back, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I told you, bro, he was gonna bro, I'm gonna give you that little money a couple of days. He was like, man, I went on and paid my money. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting on, bro. I wasn't trying to put y'all in the business. I wasn't trying to let y'all get put in the business and this and that. And so this is what I did. I said, okay. So you telling me that this crash out fight done happen because 10:30 you ain't have all the information. Then you sit there and popped it on bruh. Hold on, Joe T, hold on, bro. Hold on, folks. Not in front of them, bro. I said, nah. I said, matter of fact, cuz, you'll give me a second. Let us handle this real quick. Hey, look. We already done did what we want to do. We just trying to see what's up. I said, y'all just let me holler at them real quick. They step out of the cell. I look at Jigga Hoover. I said, well, bro, I was sitting up here with 10:30, bro. We sitting up here rapping, right? Man, Joe T, you finna do that, bro? I said, nah, bro. We sitting up here having a conversation. When that brother came in here, bro, you took it up on yourself to say what you said because you already know what type of time the brother be on. I said, bro, step out and tell Crash out. I said, step in here real quick wherever he went. Jigga Hoover said, what? Now, hold on. I said 10:30 manipulated that brother mind and had that brother go down there and find dude. I said, when we was dude step out of the cell to go get bruh, step out the cell to go get bruh. I said, I watched bruh go on a hunt looking because he wanted to go collect that money because he want to be cool with you 10:30. Man, Joe T, they ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Bro, you sit there and hear me tell him, brother, don't even worry about it. I got it. I said, no, but you know that's what type of time he be on. I said, G. Edgar Hoover, be honest. How many times you done said something and that little brother's done said, man, bro, look, I'm just trying to hear what's going on. He don't want to admit it because he done used him before too. So while I'm in the middle of explaining what happened with old head Nick, you know what I'm saying, when he was trying to do that, they pop. Hey, guys, come on in. They pop. Man, bless his cell. We in 10:30 cell, right? I was like, hey, little bro. I said, when you stepped in the cell, you didn't even realize you were being used, did you? Bro, like I told you earlier, Joe T, ain't no such thing as using me in GD, bro. Bro, when I was trying to holler at Joe T earlier about old head Nick asking him, I ain't finna say nothing. I'm gonna let him go and pop his game, right? Because I already just addressed this. When old head Nick trying to add Joe T for a shot of coffee all the time, then walking around and kicking it with him, Joe T gonna pull me in the cell talking about this ain't that, and I got blind loyalty to GD. I said, he telling. G. Edgar Hoover said, what Joe T, what you mean? Blind loyalty to GD. I said, because in his mind, he got everything misconstrued, a lot of things misconstrued when it come to GD. His personal behavior ain't got nothing to do with GD, bro. He think he come in here with the situation with 1030, not realizing, bro, you can be used. So is it cool in the name of GD for 1030 to know, hold on, Joe T, bro, that ain't straight? I said, nah, what ain't straight is you ain't being honest, and we trying to make this a GD issue when it's not a GD issue. It's done became a GD issue because of what y'all got going on. And we're gonna deal with it the way it need to be dealt with. Man, so what you go ahead then, Joe T. I said, bro, we wasn't even talking about nobody owing you no money. I said, when bro came in here, you made it like you had an attitude, knowing it was going to make bro ask what's going on. You throw out what you said. You said the Crip name. Next thing you know, bro go on the hunt. You try to tell bro, don't even worry about it. But like I just said, and then bro always inserting himself in the business. Whether you wanted to admit it or not, G.A.G.A.Who, that's what we all know. Look, bro, you always insert yourself in business thinking it's finna get you some brownie points. And that ain't got nothing to do with riding for GD, bro. That's blind loyalty. Point blank, period. I ain't sitting up here trying to disrespect GD, and we ain't finna run it like I am. But what we ain't finna do is act like this just happened in the name of GD, because it didn't. At this point, we ain't even talk to the brother that done got the fight with the other Crip. They at the door. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, folk, cuz them got, whoa, pop the door, pop. They step in the cell, man, bless his head. Man, cuz them got the game messed up, cuz. If whatever they want to do at this point, bro. I said, hold on, TP, bro. I said, ain't nothing. I said, now they just came in here and said, you the one that, bro. Who? Bro, oh, nobody, nothing, folk. I said, bro, you getting high? Bro, they ain't got nothing to do with none of that right now, bro. I said, bro, they just came up here and said that you hollered at dude saying that 1030 wouldn't serve you. And if you come up here, if he came up here and got it, he was going to be able to get it on the front. The Crip said he paid his money. He was waiting on, no, folk, I gave him my half of the money because I didn't want 1030 to know it. He the one owed 1030. I said, well, he just came up here. I said, he ran it to cuz them, like you the one that owned. And because little brother went down there and jumped on dude, cuz them took it as, I'm finna go jump on who really owed the money. Bro, what you got going? He tried. I said, hold on, folks, hold on. Folks, so you telling me, folks, my life done got put in danger because of folks? I said, no, your life got put in danger because of 1030. Bro, I ain't putting nobody's life in danger. The little brother said, man, bro, I was just trying to take care of the business, bro. I ain't even know what was going on. Man, bro, he done came in my cell talking about, I owe such and such, boom, boom. Before I even got a chance, bro, he done, man, bro, I'm finna stick something. I said, first, you ain't finna stick nothing. You want to get you a one-on-one, we get you a one-on-one. I said, 1030, you already know what's going on. Man, hold on, folks. I said, you don't put bro life in danger. Both of y'all did. So you already know, man, folks, I ain't even trying to, bro. I said, do we not see what done happened here? G.A.G.A.Who ain't said nothing. G.A.G.A.Who just standing there. I said, do we not see what's going on here? I said, are we going to say this GD business right now? You telling me you want to stick one of the Crips because they done came in and you done got jumped on because of some brother know he ain't had no business saying, this brother didn't have no business doing, and now we all finna have to go? Man, I'm just saying, Joe T. I said, you can get you a one. I said, but if this ain't finna turn into that. At that point, call them back at the door. Pop, 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 pop. Hey, Joe T, man, what's up? He said, man, I'm finna smash good then, Joe T. I'm finna smash good for land. I'm finna smash. I said, hold on, get him in here real quick. They come in and say, man, bless his cell, cuz, come on in the cell, cuz. Now, who owe who? Cause we ain't finna keep playing these games, and y'all ain't finna put, you know what I'm saying, put the hood in jeopardy. Cause whatever y'all junkie, they going off to. Cause now, first of all, I ain't no junkie. And like I said, bro say, man, bro, I said, hold on, bro, one person at a time. Bro say, man, look. So I went and hollered at cuz. Cuz said, cuz, you know what's going on, cuz? You were talking behind, fold them back. You told me, he said, because I gave you the money, cuz, so you sitting there lying to your homeboy, cuz? You sitting there lying to your homeboy like, I'm the one who owned it, and ain't you, cuz? Cuz you the one right here, such and such and such. Man, folk, you getting high the same way, bro. You sneaking and geeking it. Bro, I can take care of my own habits. I had my money. I just didn't want folk them in the business. But for you to tell cuz them, cuz brother came down there and smashed on you, you done lied and said, I'm the one who owe, and then cuz done came in here and did whatever, but that's cool. I take my lick. But I need to see cuz. Everybody just kind of looked. Jigga Hoover said, y'all heard him, right? Cuz lying. Cuz, what's up? Who owe the money? Man, cuz, it wasn't even nothing like it, cuz. I'm saying when they came in there, they said, cuz, who owe who, cuz? Man, cuz, get out the cell, cuz. And you gonna get the one. First, you went for the wreck you right now. Man, they go over there, jump on him, come back, tell bro he go get his one. Bro go smash him. Me, 10:30, and the little brother sitting in the cell. I said, so what we doing? 10:30 said, what's up? What you mean, Joe T? What's up? I said, either we straighten this right now. I said, both of you in violation. In violation for what? Bro, you just put a brother's life in danger, bro. What you mean? How I put somebody's life in danger, Joe T? Because he couldn't control himself. He throw him under the brother. The little brother said, what you mean can't control myself, bro? Bro, I was just trying to look out for you. Bro, I told you, don't worry about that. And I said, and I just told you he used you to do that, knowing that you was going to do it anyway. What you mean, Joe T? I'm riding for the org regardless. I said, but you ain't listening because you too busy trying to get brownie points and be cool with brothers as if you going to go. 10:30, be honest right now. I need you to do it for him. He said, look, little bro, I apologize, bro. I should have never put you in the business. I said, no, tell the truth. What you want me to tell him then, Joe T? Tell him you knew. Bro, you gotta bro, you gotta quit putting yourself in situations, bro, because brothers do know that you know what I'm saying, bro? I just didn't think he was going. So what you mean, 10:30? I wasn't trying to use you, bro, but no. I said, he tell you what I told you, bro. Every time you inserting yourself, they gonna let you do what you do because you was a crash dummy. Point blank, period. You got a blind loyalty. It ain't got nothing to do with GD. It's all about you trying to please people all the time and be cool with people. And then you don't realize these people don't have your best interest. Not saying that 10:30 don't got your best interest, but bro, you crashing out on the basis that ain't got nothing to do with GD. Dang, 10:30 did me like that for real, bro. 10:30 say, bro, you gotta quit running around here just ready to go. Bro, that's just what it is in here, bro. But bro, we the folk, bro. You think the folks don't manipulate each other? We shouldn't. I said, what I tell you? It ain't, y'all got that, bro. Y'all got that. I said, whoa. You think this is over with? What you want me to do? I said, you owe the box. I ain't tripping, bro. I paid the box, whatever, bro. But bro, I ain't even feeling this right now, bro. I said, I'm gonna come and holler at you. Let me holler at 10:30. He walk out of the cell. He step out of the cell. I said, 10:30. You don't see what just happened, bro? He said, man, bro, we almost went to war. I said, fuck, because of you, bro. Man, bro, you want to put me in violation? I ain't even gonna lie, I'll take violation. Bro, the way you handle it, bro, I thought, bro, I just knew it was finna go down. I said, bro, you ain't had no business doing. He said, bro, I just tried to tell him. I said, but you gonna do it again. Man, Joe T, bro. I said, bro, you owe the box too. I don't care, bro. I'm just glad it's over with, bro. I'm just glad it's over with. I ain't finna be fooling with bro like that no more. I said, that was a bit. Boom, I come out of the cell, the little brother sitting on the wall. Old head Nick coming down the wall. I said, walk with me real quick. We walking. I said, bro, what I was trying to tell you earlier. Man, Joe T, I ain't even trying to hear that right. What I wasn't trying to hear, bro. We passed the old head Nick. I said, old head Nick, walk with me real quick. He was like, man, I ain't trying to fool with the young brother right now. He said, nah, you good, man. I apologize for earlier, man. I said, old head Nick. I said, man, the situation that just happened, you know what I'm saying, when you were rapping with me earlier. I said, man, the young brother, man, I said, he just need to realize. He said, I got it, Joe T. He said, let me tell you something, man. Just because they the folks don't mean they your folks. You know what I'm saying? That's why I learned that early game when it came to my people. You know what I'm saying? Just because we were blood didn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Because I done had strangers treat me way better. You know what I'm saying? You really got to be paying attention to when people using you. But most importantly, you got to realize when you doing what you doing because you want to be used. He said, what you mean? I don't want to be used. I said, but you know, he said, but you know in your heart why you doing what you doing. You being selfish before the person. How? because you want them to say, hey, boom, 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 and then in your mind is, yeah, I'm this and that, I'm that. They just doing what you allow them to do. He said, don't be running around here trying to please people in the penitentiary, because one thing a person notice in the penitentiary is somebody that they can use, somebody they can take advantage of, and somebody that they just gonna give them an inch and them folk gonna take them out. He said, I done seen her 1,000 times in here. He said, that you one of them people. I don't mean that in no disrespect, but you one of them. You got a good heart. You got a good heart. I ain't saying you a bad dude or this, that. You got a good heart, but you letting people abuse your heart because you want validation, you want approval from them people. And you don't even realize you computing that to your mind as if you got friends. And them folks ain't your friends, because if they was your friend and they seen how good your heart was, they wouldn't be asking you to do the stuff they do, to do the stuff that you be doing in the name of that friendship. And Joe T, that's all I'm gonna say to him. I'm gonna let you do the rest. He said, man, I'm gonna get back with you, man. I got that from your cellar too. He said, man, I said it was a. He said, mama, holla. He said, man, you need to come out, let me. He said, all right. I said, look, them kind of conversations right there for a shot of coffee will save your life. All right, Joe T. He the one got your best interest. I ain't saying, but you gotta realize just because they GD don't mean I got it, Joe T.